Hello, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully, the technology is going to cooperate and we'll be able to get started. Awesome. So, welcome to this week's live Monday music motivation. Today is a very simple one. It wasn't simple to get all the technology going this morning, but we are here and things are working. To start off, for today's motivation, I just want to tell a very brief story. So I was out of town for a few weeks, and while I was out of town, I figured it'd be the perfect time to take my clarinets into a repair person and get them looked at, get them worked on, and get everything feeling really good, because it's totally I totally understand how difficult that can be sometimes when you're busy with things that you need to practice, performances, rehearsals, and things like that. You don't want to play on your backup clarinet. And in my case, my backup clarinet was probably in worse shape than my main clarinet, so that wouldn't have been fun either. So I totally understand that things can get busy and it's hard to get in and get things worked on. But I want to encourage you and motivate you to do that. And that's what this week's Live Monday Music Motivation is all about. It's just a good, firm, friendly reminder that if it's been more than 3 to 6 months, especially if it's been more than 6 months, or especially if it's been more than a year since you've taken your clarinets into your repair person, I want you to make it a priority this week to either just do it and take them in, or schedule when you're going to do it so that you really commit to it and really make it happen. Because again, I got mine worked on. I did my B flat clarinet that I usually play on, my backup B flat, and my A clarinet. All got really nice, fresh work and really thoroughly worked on. And it just made such a difference coming back to it. I was pretty happy with how it was playing, which is why I wasn't like super urgent about getting it in. But for me, it had been several years since I had taken my instruments in to be looked at, and actually many years for my A clarinet, and it was very much overdue. But I felt fine playing on it. On my B flat, especially, it was like it totally worked. It didn't feel bad. I felt like I could do what I wanted on the instrument and sounded good. But after taking them in, getting them tuned up a little bit, and then playing them again afterwards, it's just significantly better. And honestly, it's only like a probably 8 to 10% improvement over where it was before. But that 8 to 10% is really significant. And when I was happy with it before, and now it's even easier to get what I want out of the instrument, it just makes a world of difference. So again, your job, your priority for this week is to either take your instrument in if it's been more than 3 to 6 months, or schedule when you're going to take it in. And you can do that, of course, in your template. And I still want you to fill out your good practice template so you can be practicing. If you're going to take it in today and it's going to take a week, then maybe you don't have to physically practice, but you can still mentally practice. I'll also say, just a really quick tangent when it comes to instrument repair: do not go to a big music store unless the big music store has like a specific repair person for your instrument in the back that will do it right there. Then maybe that could be okay. Most of the time, a music store will take your instruments and then take them to a repair person, and then they'll come back, and it always takes longer and is always more expensive when you go through a big music store. So my best advice is to find an individual repair person, somebody who does instrument repair out of like their garage or a small workshop, and take it to an individual. It's always faster and it's always cheaper that way, or at least most of the time, every time in my experience. I'm sure you could find an example where it's not, but take it to an individual repair person. It'll be faster, cheaper, better work usually too, or at least equivalent work. So make a plan to do that. I didn't quite get my plan filled out, but I'm going to do that right now. You can get this template at quickstartclarinet.com/get started. That link's in the description, or you can just copy it with the date for the week, reflection of how things are going, your goal for this week, which is to get your clarinet repaired and or schedule a repair appointment, and then your plan for when you're going to do it. So what days are you going to practice? What time are you going to practice? Put that in your calendar. Put down what you're going to practice so that you don't have to think about it and you don't have that decision fatigue of like, oh, should I practice now? What should I practice once you get the instrument out? You already have the plan. You did the work up front to get that figured out. So then it'll be smooth and seamless in your practice. So that's all I got for this week's live Monday Music Motivation. Don't forget to schedule that repair appointment and make that happen, because if playing the clarinet can be 8 to 10% easier just by spending $100 to get it worked on, I think it's absolutely worth it. If your clarinet's already in good repair, if you've seen the repair person more recently than that, then just go practice. But this is just your, again, firm, friendly reminder to get your clarinet in good shape so that it can be as easy as possible and as joyful as possible on your clarinet journey. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week of repairing or practicing, and I look forward to seeing you next week for the next live Monday Music Motivation. Have a great week, everybody.